Hi, I'm Phyllis from southernfrugal.com. This morning I'm going to be using my last half of an orange, so I'm definitely going to have to go to the grocery store today. Now, my usual place at the farmer's market where I would get my oranges, I guess because it's the 4th of July, I think they probably closed down probably for a couple of weeks there because I haven't heard from them. They usually send me an email every Monday, and so I think they're all on vacation. So I'm going to have to go to the grocery store to get my oranges. But I wanted to show you this orange from yesterday. And I was telling y'all yesterday about how with citrus you can just cut it and not wrap it up, that it will actually heal itself. So I want to show you this. This is the orange. See, it's completely dry now. Yeah. So, I mean, they'll keep for a couple of days, maybe even 3, just like that. Because when you wrap them up, it causes bacteria to grow between the plastic and the orange. So, anyway, we're ready to get started now. I was about to forget about my grapes in the freezer. So this morning, we're going to do some grapes. Now, these are seedless, and I prefer to get those large red grapes that have the big seeds in them because the seeds are very nutritious. But they didn't have those, and there's a bad one. So anyway, these were previously frozen. Now they're thawed out now. So I'm going to dump those in the Vitamix. Let me turn it up a little bit. There. And also, these grapes aren't as sweet as those big red ones with the seeds. Now I'm going to use one of my packets from the freezer. And this is kale, chickpeas, sunflower seed pulp, and just one little, this is dates, and, almond butter. And this morning, I'm going to use 4 of these small little bananas and some peanut butter and water. So, first of all, let me see if I can get this orange cut out of here. And again, yesterday I told you about the knives. They are so good. And so far, my little tip hasn't broken off. And I did get this little knife at Walmart. And I think it was like $9.95 or something like that. In fact, I got 2 of them. Alright, so I'm just going to cause that orange to just drop right out, and then I'll squeeze out the remainder. And again, the orange is what kills the taste of the greens in a smoothie. Okay, so now I'm going to do my bananas. I just cut the end off of both ends. These bananas are still a little frozen, so I'm actually using 4 this morning. Yeah, still frozen a little bit. I gotta run this one under water. Now let's see if that did it. Yeah, these little knives are like sharp as razor blades, really. You have to be really careful with them that you don't cut yourself. Okay, let me run this one under water. And all these peelings go in the little compost bucket that we keep out on the deck. And then once it gets full, we transfer it to the big compost bin out in the backyard where the garden is. Okay. Now I gotta wash my hands. And this morning, I'm going to go ahead and put in some chia seeds. Because yesterday the smoothie was a little too thick. Too thin. So I'm putting in about a tablespoon. And they'll cause it to thicken back up. And we'll go ahead and put in some peanut butter. About that much, which my guess is about 3 to 4 tablespoons. Alright, now I'm going to add some water to that and we're going to mix it up. I'm going to add, that's about 3/4 a cup of water this morning. And see how that works. Okay, we're ready to go. I got a couple of things I wanted to talk to you about as soon as I get through mixing this up. All right, here we go. Going to give that a taste now. Perfect. Didn't have to add any sugar, and someone wrote in and said I needed to add more bananas if I wanted it sweeter, and I did that this morning and it worked. It's definitely sweeter. And we'll mix it up just a little bit more because I can still see some of the grape peeling, so just a little bit more. As good as we're going to get it. Sometimes you can still see the little bits of grape seeds in it. Okay, we're ready. Do it like this. Yeah, the chia seeds definitely made it thicker. Because yesterday's was like too thin. Okay, I only added 3/4 of a cup of water, so I didn't get as much this time. Let me put a little water in there to get that out. Because it is really, really thick this morning. All right, I'm going to give this a try now. Oops, there we go. Okay. We're ready. I already know it's sweet enough. A taste of bananas and peanut butter. There it is. Got those nice chia seeds in there, which is going to add more protein and lots of other good stuff. Now, I wanted to talk to you a minute. I made myself some notes so I wouldn't forget. Yesterday, I had a comment from Sherry D, and she asked if my email was the same, and the answer is yes, it is. That's my email. It stays the same. And the other thing that someone else asked, I think a couple of days ago, was when I freeze the smoothie stuff in the ice trays, do I have any trouble getting it out? And the answer is no. Everything comes out with 2 exceptions. I tried to freeze peanut butter so I could have the convenience of just dumping everything in the Vitamix, and the peanut butter, it would come out, but it would leave some stuff behind. And the same thing happened with the almond butter. it doesn't come out as well either, so, or didn't. So what I do now is when I am grinding up my almonds to make the almond butter to then freeze and then put in the smoothies in the morning, I put a little water in the Vitamix when I'm grinding it up. And all it takes is maybe a third of a cup of water, and you mix it up. Then when you put it in the ice cube trays, you can just pop it right out. And so almost everything that I mix up in the Vitamix to freeze, I put just a little bit of water in, and that way when you twist that ice tray, everything comes right straight out, nothing sticks. So again, the only problem I ever had was with the almond butter and the peanut butter. And I think it's because they have so much oil in them that they don't really freeze super solid. So unless, of course, I put them in my big freezer, which has a 0 temperature thing, and but it takes a couple of days, but it will freeze it solid enough. But I like to be able to put all the packets in this smaller freezer and get them frozen, and then transfer them to the bigger freezer, you know, like in a freezer bag or something. But anyway, again, just when you're mixing your ingredients in the Vitamix to freeze, just add a little water. Same with the greens and everything, just add a little bit of water, and that way when you go to pop them out of the tray, they come right out. Alright, so I can't think of anything else. Oh yeah, one more thing. Now, when Sherry D sent me a message, or she replied on one of the videos, when it says linked comment up above it, I guess that means either the person is not on Google Plus or hasn't joined Google Plus or something. I'm not sure what it means. But every time I see that where it says linked comment, there's no way to answer it. There's no way to reply to it. So, and I've had several that way. So I'm not sure what device y'all are using, or maybe if you haven't joined Google Plus, I'm not sure what the problem is. But anyway, it's not that I didn't get your question, I did, but I had no way of answering it other than to just answer it on a video like what I'm doing now. So when you join Google Plus, I think that links up everything, and then I can see your comments. So that's just what I'm guessing. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, when I get a comment, and up at the top of it, it reads linked comment, then even if it's got a reply thing down there, it won't let me reply back to it. You see what I'm saying? So don't think I'm just ignoring you, because I'm not. I just can't answer you. So anyway, to answer Sherry D, yes, my email is the same as what's on my website, and you know, I don't foresee that email address would change at all, and that's where all of my emails come in. And that's also when anybody makes a comment on any of the, I think I've got over 600 videos now, I always get a notification from Google and YouTube in that email box. So that's where I answer all my emails from, is from the email box. Alright, that's it. So this smoothie is very good. I'm glad I added the chia seeds. I'm always forgetting these, and they're really good for the protein that's in them, and all kinds of vitamins and minerals. And these came from Amazon, and you see I haven't used all that many of them because I keep forgetting to add them, but they will make the smoothie a lot thicker and a lot smoother. Plus you'll be getting the added minerals and vitamins that are in it, including a little protein. So these came from Amazon, and these are the white chia seeds, and they were grown in Australia. Yeah, Australia. And Australia's where Fit Angie lives, in Australia. Okay, so, and I guess what? It's wintertime down there now, right? Yeah, I think it probably is. Okay, so we will see y'all next time.